Good morning, child welfare. It is Wednesday, November 18th. I hope everybody is having a great week. Just a couple of things of note. One pretty big issue to discuss with you this morning. In consultation with the health department, they are recommending that we temporarily suspend using cloth masks for when we are in the building and when we are in the community meeting with families. So they would like for us to use these type of masks, the surgical mask that was first issued when the pandemic started back in March and April. I have put out several boxes at our PPE table so that you all can get some of those. And I would really appreciate if you went ahead and just put those cloth masks on the shelf for now, and that we use these. Not sure how long this directive is going to be. I'm going to guess it's going to coincide with the rate of transmission being lower in Mesa County. And when that happens, I'm sure the health department will let us know. So again, we are stocking up on those. I feel confident that we will have enough for everybody to go around. But if you are going to be in the building, please wear those type of masks. And when you are out in the community doing our work, we're asking that you wear those masks as well. Now, I will be following this video up with an email for those that don't watch this, and in that email I will put a link about how to properly reuse these type of masks. And in a nutshell, you want to store them in a container or a Ziploc bag, and not necessarily zip the Ziploc bag up the whole way, just so that it has some ventilation. And I would suggest grabbing 2 or 3, and then at the end of each day, rotate one out and use a new one the next day, and go a couple of days without using a mask. And so it'll highlight that in the email a little bit more. If you do happen to go into a high risk area, you feel like you may be in a high risk area, certainly discard the mask after that and then just get a new one. The KN95 masks. Lots of you folks still have some of those and still use those when you know you're going into higher risk areas or may be around multiple people. Go ahead and use that. If we start using those up a little bit, I do have a little bit of stock in those as well. So we might as well use those if you feel like you're going to go into an area like that. So that's the big news. The next news that I'm sure everybody knows is that the county will be transitioning to the red part of the COVID dial, which is the severe risk. They've added a purple level higher up on the dial, which is extreme risk. So I have a meeting this morning with senior leadership to discuss what that might mean. At this point, we're not indicating any new directives, except for they are trying to limit 10% capacity in the building. So just like back in March and April, that will probably be more work done at the workforce center and downstairs. But I will continue to monitor how many of our staff are using the building upstairs, as we are probably going to have to keep it to 10 or 15 or less. So we have not been, over the last couple of weeks, we've not even been that close. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. But that's the first thing that came to mind. But more information will come from me in and around if there's any major changes that we need to consider moving into the red. All right, folks, that's it for me. If you have any questions, please reach out to your supervisor, manager, or myself. I will do my best to get you answers as timely as I possibly can. And please, let's make this shift to those surgical type masks immediately. Again, the PPE table has a box of those ready for those to go out. Everybody, please be safe. Please do what you can do to minimize the risk of transmission on this, and also keeping children, youth, and families safe and stable. Appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.